What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you saw it in the title, you saw it in the thumbnail. I've got another one from Bisous. I'm very excited to try this one. We have tobacco flirting with vanilla. Talk smoky to me. Gotta love it. So I'm really enjoying this brand. We've got a Wondrous Flight. We've got Passion Island. Now we've got the tobacco vanilla cherry fragrance. I believe it's got cherry in it. From what I recall, I looked at the notes once and I was like, ooh, I bet that is good. So, 'tis the season for tobacco fragrances, right? So, just because Max Aroma sent it along my way doesn't guarantee it's going to be good. It just means that I'm going to open it and talk about it in a damn video. That's all that's guaranteed here, because sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. If it falls in between, I'll tell you why I feel that way. But, let's open this bad boy and smell it, shall we? Stay tuned. Before we jump into the fragrance, speaking of Max Aroma makes fragrance discovery easy with niche houses, high-end classics, innovative sampling, great prices on select brands, fast shipping, free returns, Aroma Club rewards, trusted by 33,000 plus reviews at an average rating of 4.8 stars. Now till December 31st, first-time customers get 10% off via email or text after subscribing with free 2-day shipping on select brands in the US, free returns plus Aroma Card rewards, 1 point per $1 plus bonus for following on TikTok and IG, and verified reviews. Now, this is, of course, for new customers only. Existing customers already have the free 2-day shipping on select brands, free rewards, and their 1 point per $1 bonus, plus the following on TikTok and IG for the Max Aroma Club. So a great place to check out fragrances, get discovery sets, get samples, check out full bottles. They run random sales all the time, especially through the upcoming holiday season. So definitely check out Max Aroma down in the link below if you're interested in anything they have on their site, or if you like what you hear about tobacco flirting with vanilla. But I'm ready to open this fragrance. So let's open it. All right, let's see what we're working with here. All these different clear stickers sealing it all the way around the top. And apparently we cut into the plastic on that one, so definitely well packaged. And I love the book style to the box. I just love that. I actually kept the other two because I will display them in the next fragrance room next year when we move. And yes, I am staying in Florida. I'm just going from an apartment to a house, for those of you wondering, next year. So tobacco flirting with vanilla. I love how they embroider everything on it. Talk smoke it to me. Their presentation is just top notch. I love this stuff. Talk smoky to me, she said, his tobacco lips and her vanilla soul blending into each other. So, love the presentation style. Tells you a big old story about it here, but I don't want to hear anything about notes or anything. I want to keep it as blind as I can. Like I said, I've looked at the notes once. I remember cherry and tobacco and vanilla, obviously, but I don't remember everything specifically. So we'll just go off of a chord, see what it smells like, give it a little first impressions rating, you know what I mean? So here we go. Tobacco flirting with vanilla. Love the blue with this like goldish hue metallic that you can see in certain lighting. And this rubberized texture to these bottles I do quite like. So when you're holding them, it grips a bit easier. So maybe Bisous on the top of the cap. Fragrance information on the bottom. They are extrait de parfum. So cap does hold very well into place. And they got a pretty good atomizer. Does a good job. Earthy, sweet, creamy. A little fruity. This is just out in the air. Paint the hand. What does that remind me of, though? This smells like a twist on something. God, that is strong. Oh, it's nice and earthy. A little dry and earthy. Sweet. Oh, my God. And in the cherry, now, this might sound a little weird. It's a little bit of that cough syrup cherry. Like a little sour cherry kind of smell. But it actually doesn't bother me like something like Mancera Wild Cherry, where that straight up smells like cough syrup. This is just a little hint of it, because there's so much tobacco here. And like this cooling vanilla, but it is a little bit of like a throat lozenge, cherry, cough drop kind of thing. Just a little hint of it. It's more of a sour cherry smell that does that, I think. It works though. It absolutely works. Oh, this smells good. I think I'm gonna wear this today. It's a mild day. What's the temperature? Because it was in the 60s a minute ago with a little breeze. What's the current temperature right now? Because it's not hot today. It feels like 69 degrees. The highest it's gonna get is 80 at 3 o'clock. So that's mild enough for me. Is it cool weather? No, but this smells too good to not wear immediately. Spoiler alert, this first impressions ratings are going to be up there. What does it remind me of, though? It smells like something with a big twist, like this. It's got that cherry is the big twist, but there's something really distinctive. Not quite tobacco vanille. Well, maybe a little bit of that. Doesn't have the level of spice of a tobacco vanille. It's a little smoky. A little dry, smoky, earthy, rich, rich, rich tobacco, maybe some soft wood. A little bit of a soft wood accord here. Something sharp in here. Like there's layers to this one. It's not just a basic, simple, linear scent. I don't think it's going to stay the same. It definitely smells like there's some depth here, so it's going to nuance and change as it dries. Man, that's a good one. It's not over the top creamy vanilla either. All right, I got Parfumo pulled up. Tobacco came out in 2021. 7.6 out of 10, 35 ratings. We got sweet, spicy, oriental, fruity gourmand. We got cherry and bergamot, cinnamon, lilac, vanilla tobacco vetiver. Similar to Side Effect and Tony Iommi Monkey Special, I can see. I can see that. Kind of a cross between that and tobacco vanille, more so than Side Effect. I think Side Effect, yes and no. Like I get the little bit of that, but it doesn't have the booziness of that. Definitely doesn't. Monkey Special has booze too, yeah, and different fruitiness, passion fruit and stuff like that. Tony Iommi Monkey Special is definitely more fruity than this, but I understand the relation to both because of the cinnamon, the tobacco. You know, I get it. It's familiar though, so if you have either of those, probably redundant. But this kind of strikes. See, I like Monkey Special, but I have a decant of it, but I never felt like I needed it. Like I know people love it. Like that might be like, oh, don't say that about my beloved Monkey Special. I get it. You know, not knocking the fragrance. I think it's really good. I never felt like I needed to have it though. Not a like rush out and buy it kind of thing when I smelled it with my decant. Whereas I kind of like the cherry twist on this one. Specifically over the kind of fruitiness that you get from Side Effect's fantastic though. I do like Side Effect. But another one that I never felt the need to get. That one's a bit much more boozy. I think of the three, that one's got the strongest boozy accord, whereas this one doesn't have booze at all. I don't smell any booze, no rum, sweetness and warmth that can kind of come across it. But really, I find a drier fragrance than the other two. This one's a bit more earthy than those. The oriental side of it, where spicy, woodsy, resinous, a little smoky. I see why they would classify one of the main accords as oriental. So I understand that tie-in, but I also understand the two main relations to this one. But I also think throw tobacco vanille in there a little bit, the way the vanilla comes across. But again, this is much more earthy than I think any of the fragrances mentioned here outside of this one. Maybe it's just the recency bias of currently smelling this one and not having smelled those for a while. I think this is fantastic. This is a really solid 8.5 out of 10. This is a great fragrance. It's not like mind-blowingly 9 plus. 9 plus is just outstanding, fantastic. Like you might want to consider adding this to your collection. Whereas with this one, sample, there's redundancy. Again, if you have Monkey Special, if you have Side Effect, there's redundancy here. It's not identical to those, but it'll definitely remind you of them. There's subtle nuance change. Like I said, it's mainly cherry. The cherry is the standout note here. And again, I find this to be more earthy than either of those. Definitely a bit earthier. But not in a bad way. Like the vetiver doesn't really make it super dirty. I think it's the specific tobacco accord they have here, mixing with that vetiver that's giving it this level of earthiness and drying it out just a little bit. It doesn't smell like hay, but it's drying out almost like a hay-like accord being in there. Because when there's hay prominently featured in a fragrance, it tends to dry it out quite a bit, but maybe not quite to that level, if that makes sense. Performance, I don't think will be an issue at all. Boy, that is like shining. Look at that. Look at that gleam and glisten. High oil concentration. I don't know how far above 25% because you start getting into extract once you're at 25%. That's pure parfum, pure perfume. extrait de parfum, just however you want to word it. It's all 25% above, right? This is fantastic. It's getting smoother as it's starting to settle down. I bet this is going to be a trailing sillage monster. Longevity, too, especially with all this oil. It's not like aggressive. It's very lovely. I'm going to wear this today. It'll go fine with this red polo, right? So, yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Great. Well, that's my initial thoughts on tobacco flirting with vanilla from Bisous. If you want a performance update and what the wearing experience was like, make sure to follow along for the upcoming weekly rotation that'll follow this particular video. So a couple days from now, today's Wednesday at the recording of this, Sunday mornings is when I typically put out the weekly rotation for that week. So I'll be able to update you guys on what performance was like. And I'll be doing a Sin of the Day Shorts video here in, about 3 or 4 hours when we leave to go run errands and things like that. When I spray it on because I'm going out in the world and going to do my thing. And will I get a compliment from some random person? You never know. Do I care? Not really, but I will report back to you guys because I know people care to know. That is a metric that people are interested in. Are interested in. What's the compliment factor like? So, yeah, good stuff. Thank you, Max Aroma, for giving me an opportunity to try this one. Definitely happy to add this to the collection. Love a good tobacco fragrance. And it is the season. We're moving into the fall weather more and more over here. With winter weather kind of in January, we get, several weeks of really, cold stuff. Hell, it snowed and iced over this past January. So you never know. Doubt we'll get that again, but links down below if you want to check this out or anything else from Max Aroma with a discount code and take advantage of the free shipping and the points with their club. Everything, if you're going to be a regular shopper, I would encourage signing up for their points rewards club. It's definitely worth having. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you leave, and we will see you on the next one.